Hey, before I start, I just wanted to know how many people here are programming with WebGL right now? Alright, how OpenGL guys? Whoa, okay. Guys who haven't done OpenGL or WebGL before? That's good, I like you guys. You guys are good, you guys are the kind of people I deal with. Before I start again, it's really, really nice what you guys are doing. About 3 or 4 years ago, I was working on adding volumetric lighting to Unreal Engine for some 50-cent game. And I went around, hacked around some Canvas demos, back then it was new, and I was showing it to all the programmers there, and they were like, that's rubbish, it's not going to happen. I was like, guys, this is the future. They were like, but you can't texture it, it's rubbish. I was like, guys, so, you know, whoa, what you guys are showing, especially the robots guy, I like that. Oh, that guy, yeah. And what's the NVIDIA guys doing with the Android browser? Come on, that's good. So, I'll start. Oh, I'm not projecting. Sorry. Hey. Yeah. Okay, good. SIGGRAPH. So yeah, porting mobile apps, WebGL edition. Hello, my name is Ashraf Sami Hijab, which is Arabic for the most honorable headscarf. I work in the telecommunications industry, so this is going to be probably boring to you guys. I'm sorry, telecommunications is awesome. I gotta say that please, whatever I say should not be representative of my company, because I have some pretty wild ideas compared to the telecommunications industry. So the agenda is, why should an application company like Orange or a telecommunications company focus on WebGL? We've got some demos that we hacked around quickly. And the whole concept, how do you port a mobile application to WebGL? What kind of challenges are you going to face? And then conclusions on this new technology that we're finding out. So, why WebGL? If you look at the UI, the evolution of UI, you know, just jump back to DOS, jump back to Windows 3.11 for workgroups. It was pretty awesome, pretty new. And then gradually, things became slightly more 3D and slightly more enticing. Obviously, games, they kind of like immerse you into a new zone, and they kind of like excite you and interest you, and they got represent kind of like a brand, the style. So this has happened in the desktop era. For mobile phones, for years, it was like Symbian operating systems with awesome rubbish buttons, up, down, left, right, rubbish UI controls. And then the iPhone came along, and it had these nice bouncy UI, and now Windows Phone 7 is challenging them with those 3D tiles, and Android wasn't built for GPUs, it was built for everything to be compatible, so they were a bit challenged or a bit sluggish and slow, but now they're picking up with 3.0, they got the nice Windows Phone 7 feel, and you got Migo, which is the future. Does anyone know what Migo is? That guy, come on, why didn't you laugh? Oh, you wanted to cry, okay. It's okay. So web UI, okay, looking at HTML, very, very static, very, very boring. And then what happened? Ajax came along, and everyone was excited about Ajax. I mean, asynchronous XML. Why is JSON Ajax? Anyway, it's crazy. But anyway, Ajax came along, you have chats, things popping up. It's very, very poppy. Things pop and flash and appear. Flash, very, very graphically rich, very, very smooth, very, very engaging. The problem is it's a very, very broken experience between HTML and Flash. Like you jump into a new socket, like what that Philo.js guy was saying, kind of like he's building a seamless experience with his framework, whereas Flash is kind of like ad hoc. You look at it now, HTML5, the browser is a lot more capable. It's got Canvas, hardware accelerated 2D rendering. What's missing? Obviously, 3D. So you can kind of see, like, currently right now on most websites, it's still very static. You go on Google, obviously they still jump with they got that caffeine thing. Do you know? You just type and the search just appears. But it's very poppy. There's no smooth animations. That's still new to the web. But if you follow the way desktops have evolved and mobile phones have evolved, the web is going to be coming to evolve to be very smooth. And the first speaker, Ken, the awesome guy, he showed that Firefox extension showing the 3D web. Crazy. Obviously hard to manage UI. And I've talked a lot about this slide, so I'm going to skip to the next one. So GPU, that's crazy. It's going to be awesome. We need to think of new ways to make this stuff happen. This guy was doing this stuff in JavaScript. Who's the mechanical guy with the cutting around sheep? Okay, this is quiet. So let's look at quick demos that we can do. So you guys have shown some awesome graphics. We want to say, what can we use WebGL for that application people, boring like .NET people, would use? Not cool web programmers. Tough crowd, man. Love. Be happy. Whoa. I'm pouring my soul here. By the way, guys, I'm fasting, which means I'm not allowed to drink or eat until like 8:30 p.m.
Oh no!
Yeah, no caffeine. And on this side. Okay, so stock market. Okay, so there's these guys, yeah, they developed like a stock market people, yeah? They need to have live updates, real time, going very, very fast, yeah? They developed their application in Silverlight, which is awesome, if many Microsoft people are here. Okay. So they heard about this thing called HTML5, yeah? And they want to go, yeah, let's port our application to HTML5, it's the future. And I'm like, okay, we can do that, that's fine. You want to use WebGL? They're like, no, HTML5. Yeah, you want to use WebGL? No, Canvas. It is. I had to send them Wikipedia links to educate them that it's the same thing. Anyway, so the challenge of this is, WebGL is required to allow your stock market to appear very, very fast, yeah. But you also want to have live updates. So as this guy was talking about with WebSockets, that is a requirement. The problem with WebSockets is kind of in flux. Like, it's going to happen, but at the moment I think it's disabled for Firefox. So what we will use for our hack was just, wait, let me just refresh this. Sorry, no awesome graphics, this is purely nerd stuff. Let me just refresh. For our hack, we used just Node.js and Socket.io. And Socket.io is pretty good because it has a fallback. If WebGL isn't available, you know, it just has a never-ending HTTP stream or it uses Flash. So there you go, you got live real-time updates having 30 ticks a second. So like you need a high frame rate, you need high updates. So thanks to WebGL, you can do that stuff. Another one, Facebook is very, very static. How can we challenge that to make it slightly more interesting? Traditionally, you would have needed to do it in OpenGL. So let me just run this cute application. It's cute, the future, guys. It's cute, it's awesome, this guy likes it. It allows you to make your applications, wow, it's slow. Okay, it's there. Okay, so let's log into Facebook. Very, very primitive graphics, relax guys. So here you see all our friends and you can check me out. And that's me. That's not really me, that's my code name. So I wouldn't be allowed on Google+. You can jump on, check my photos, check me out. You can go around checking out attractive male or female, depending on your direction. So let's see again. Porting this, well, let's stop that, because it might kill me. Yeah. So porting this over to WebGL, that's good, let's run it. Again, it runs super fast in the browser. You can click, everything's fine, and potentially it can work on a mobile phone. Potentially it can work on a mobile phone. Let's see if it works on a mobile phone. This is it running on a mobile phone. As you can see, it's really, really fast because I've upped the frame rate of the video. This is it actually running right now. This is on a Desire, so there's much faster phones now. Thanks to the NVIDIA, you guys are going to get a lot better. This is rubbish. This guy runs. I'm sorry, but yeah, but it shows the transition. You saw that fish demo, 100 fish. Awesome shading, the future happening on a device right there, and previously we had to deal with that, so how far you guys have gone. Okay, where am I? We're here. Okay, so porting your application. Why would you want to do it to WebGL? Telecommunications industry. How many devices do we have to support? We have to support Symbians, we have to support friggin' Migo, which is awesome, I love it. We have to support Android, we have to support iPhone, we have to support every single device ever. What currently tries to do that? The web. It's a standard and people make browsers to adhere to it. Obviously people like Microsoft, they say, no, you have to use our operating system on our devices. iPhone will say, no, we have to use Apple. This is what goes back to saying that my thoughts don't represent the company, so please don't hear anything I say. We love Apple, we love Microsoft. So write one and then patch it on every single other browser because that's what you're going to have to do. Scripting versus native. People say, okay, why don't you write your application in C++? Some guy said that, yeah? Okay, the most high performance frameworks like Unreal Engine, Unity, they program in JavaScript and Unreal Script. They only leave the intensive stuff, the stuff that's migrated over to the WebGL layer, to C++. So the whole JavaScript route isn't bad, and it's getting faster by the day. I think you can get up to half the speed of C++. But regarding JavaScript, it is hacky, guys. If you're new to JavaScript, anyone new to JavaScript? Two guys? Whoa! I'm telling Google. It's very, very hacky. You can do a lot of mistakes, but it's good for copy and pasting. C++, it gives you beauty of inheritance, and you kind of get a bit excited to it, so you make everything inherited to everything else. JavaScript inheritance is a challenge. It's got closures though, so it couples logic with event and responses. That's very, very good. It's getting faster. It's the future. So how can we make our applications? How can we port it? We're going to need some components, for example, file I/O, rendering, audio, all that stuff. That's awesome. So you look at OpenGL. It supports all these crazy, awesome devices. Yeah, you got Varda, WebOS, my favorite platform, because it sparked this whole OS thing. Give credit. The web though, it's on everything. So you guys want to be using WebGL because it's on everything. It's getting faster. Come on, guys. Sorry, I'm speaking to you as if you're business people, because those are the kind of people I speak with. You know. Anyway. How would you do this without WebGL? You'd have to write your own framework and kind of like, because OpenGL works on different devices, but they're set up slightly different on Android, they're set up slightly different on iPhone. Has anyone tried doing an Android MDK application? Have you tried debugging it? Oh my god, man. Whatever, anyway, so you want to pretty much program it on Windows using Qt and then just deploy it on, which you can do, someone's actually made the plugin. Anyway, so when you start porting your C++ code to JavaScript, obviously, native client, you can use that on Google's browser, Chrome, giving you credit, come on. It's not you, sorry, it's that guy. Okay, so, but I was using Firefox because Firefox is awesome. So, Firebug, I was using that. Oh my god, it crashes a lot. Like, seriously, like, I had to turn off my PC on and off because if you're a bit excitable with the whole resizing your window and you're constantly having to recreate your buffer size, it can kind of like overload the GPU and just kill it. So, do what everyone recommends and just modify the style tag with the width so it doesn't actually recreate your buffer. Do that, because otherwise you'll kill the browser. C++, everything's a float usually, but JavaScript, everything's a var, so if you've got like 0.0f in all your floats, you're really going to be challenged having to get rid of all those f's. And obviously there's no referencing, so you can either develop your own referencing like you'd have to do in Java, or you can just rewrite your code to be more sensitive to the platform of the future. Inheritance, I said that before. Optimization, yeah, what's up with that, man? When are you guys going to speed it up? I mean, it's coming, I guess so, but you pretty much have to cache everything locally, which makes verbose code, which makes it annoying. It's still not available on all browsers. It works slightly different on browsers. I said it crashes. Here's some screenshot. At least it says sorry when it doesn't initialize, which I found to be very helpful. And it's weird. Sometimes you refresh it, and it says sorry, and then you refresh it again, and it works fine. So there's a lot of ironing out issues, but it's fixing. It's coming. You guys are doing a lot of support mobile. We saw some stuff there. So these are the kind of operations you want to do for your application. I don't know how we're doing for time, so I'll try to talk really fast. So you need database file I/O, rendering, audio, tools, controls, HTTP sockets, GPS, gyroscope, compass, video, and camera. Support all these different things. How to do rendering in Qt is like that bit of code at the top. To do on Android is that bit of code at the bottom. I wasn't really thinking when I put those code there, because I was actually thinking I was going to go for each line and explain it to you, but I don't think it will work. So next thing, to do it in WebGL without using awesome frameworks, probably you can do it in a line, that guy. You just do that kind of awesomeness. So what does the web support all this stuff? Database, you got web SQL file, you got your local storage rendering, you got WebGL, come on. Audio tags, touch events, XML, HTTP requests, you got WebSockets, geolocation for JavaScript. The phone gap approach, if gyroscope isn't currently available on the web because it hasn't been designed for it. Obviously, have you guys heard of PhoneGap? Okay, well, maybe I'll tell you. What they do is they launch the web browser inside the native application, and they provide little plugs inside JavaScript which gives you actually referencing to the gyroscope and to the compass. So it's all possible, it's all good. Good thing about JavaScript, I mean, stuff like JSON, which you're always getting the HTTP requests of, it's naturally built into the browser. Obviously, there are frameworks which makes it easier, but it's naturally built in. With C++, there's a good library called Jansen, I love that, which helps you out, but traditionally there isn't any. Camera, it's in the works, you still have to use Flash, I guess. I don't know if anyone can update me on that. Conclusions, because we're almost done. Yay! Oh my god, this is a tough crowd. Okay, HTML5, again, WebGL is in Canvas. Currently, you guys are marketing WebGL, which is very, very hard to tell business people that it is actually HTML5 because they've heard about HTML5 just like they heard about Web 2.0. So to them, WebGL is kind of scary. To graphics people, it's awesome. So I don't know what you guys are going to do with that, but I'm trying to educate them myself. Security, oh my god, I mean, you know about this, yeah, but for a corporate organization like the one I work for, but it's very, very light. They have hack days. Come on, Googleized. So they have hack days, and security, they blew the roof. They got scared. They go, oh my god, we have applications on the web. Can they crash our app browser? It's like, guys, relax, relax. You can do it anyway. You can just install an application. It's got a virus. It's there. It's just the trust. You trust the browser. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. It's fine. They're fixing it. Testing. There's automated testing. So you're going to require testing. I like Phantom.js. It's being built. It's based off WebKit. You can just run. It runs your application on the side, takes screenshots, and tells you the results. But obviously, it's WebKit based. So the WebGL support for WebKit is one day there, one day not there. So that's going to be going. GPU. Now come on. The web apps. What's the problem with web apps? This guy knows, yeah? So how can you make them faster? You can imagine a future, the web on steroids, yeah? You can do all the awesome simulations on the graphics card using WebGL perhaps, or just C++ thing. Mobiles must resist ranting on this topic. I love Opera. Yeah. Oh yeah, we love Migo. So that guy, you'd like it. We open sourced a browser called Helium for fun. It was like our side projects. So you can see where Chrome is on the chart and where Helium is on the chart. So it's a lot lighter. The problem was for the community edition of Migo, it's booted off an SD card, so to launch Firefox it takes 30 seconds, so we just cut that down to 5 seconds using WebKit, so we're just trying to help out the community there. Okay, thanks, bye.
That was brilliant. Another round of applause for the man while we get set.